Welcome back, folks. David from Sign and Slabbed with another mail day. This one will be Tuesday, September 12th, 2023. So let's jump right in. Um, let's do it this way. So first up, I love refractors. I've got a few favorite players. Enjoy baseball, and so these first two kind of fit under that. I've done similar projects, or in the process of similar projects with a couple of my other players, Trout and Mookie. So with Bryce Harper, I've got a pair of these are the 2018 Topps Chrome refractors. So first up, you've got the Prism. I just like the Prism designs. I think they would look really cool. They shine really neat. But I do like the contrast of kind of what people call sort of the fish scales part of it. But I like those a lot. The others that I think are actually going to be cool when you get them all together and line them up are the sepia refractors. So neither one of these refractors are numbered in much of any of the years. Maybe back into like 2012, 2013, possibly they were, but for the most part, they're not numbered. So they're relatively common, but a little bit different than your regular base refractor. But a lot of times you can find these in auctions for, I mean, definitely under $30. And I just think that that's a pretty good value for something that gives you a little bit of a project to work on. So anyway, pick these up to go with my Mookies and my Trouts and my Altuves as well. So pretty excited to have these and a new little project I'll be working on. All right, this is a card I knew existed, and it just happened to pop up when I was searching for some other stuff on eBay, and I just felt like, again, it ticks some boxes for me. I thought it was a cool image. It's an early what will eventually be an early-ish sort of Trout card, but here we've got the 2015 Bowman's Best High Def Atomic Refractor. So, as you know, I'm a big fan of atomic refractors. These cards are low enough pop that I still think there's some value to them in the higher grades, nines and tens. They're a little bit thicker cards, I think, because this is the thicker PSA slab. So, which would mean that they're probably not easy grades, which I think the pop report will kind of support. I do think there's color parallels on these too, so that's something to keep your eye out for. But I just think, again, if you enjoy the atomic, that's kind of a fun refractor set to go down. I mean, these things shine like crazy. So anyway, Mike Trout, really happy with that one. Another Mike Trout, 2018 Topps Heritage Action. This is a duplicate for me, but I want it cheap. I still think that the action variations are a great way to collect a favorite player, or if you wanted kind of the action subset of players from any particular year of Heritage, this is absolutely the way to go. They're rare enough that they're not easy, but they're plentiful enough that they won't necessarily break the bank, especially if you're patient. So I'm more than 2/3 of the way through all of his action run across all the years. But when I see extras, especially cheap or for auction, I throw bids to see if I can win them, see if I can get them at a reasonable price, and this one was. So anyway, Mike Trout, Heritage Action 2018. All right, couple fun ones to finish off on. I like the non-sports, and so I digging on some of these Star Wars cards. I just think you've got so much going for you, and while the pops have been growing, they're not like at the high end, eights, nines, tens. It's not growing fast. So the borders on stuff like this just make it really hard to grade, and a lot of them come out of packs and other stuff off center. So first up, we've got the 1977 Star Wars Wonder Bread. We've got Princess Leia here. This is a 16 card set that came in packs of bread. I've talked about these before in other mail days, but I love these cards in PSA 8s and 9s. And I just think that they have a really broad appeal. a lot of the people in non-sports space obviously love Star Wars, and it's 16 cards. This is sort of a manageable process in terms of a set to put together. So I have set eBay searches for these, and when they pop up, I bid. I've been losing about 90% of my or more of my bidding on these, which tells me that my bids are pretty well right. But there is enough interest in them that like they rarely, if ever, go cheap. So anyway, if you like Star Wars, you're looking for something fun in the non-sports space, it's got may have a little bit less risk than some of the current stuff. I think the 77 Wonder Bread is a good one to look at. All right, last but not least, this is actually my first graded card from the regular Topps 1977's Topps Star Wars edition. So this one you've got, it is card number 44. It's called Shoot It Out with Han and Chewie. I just liked this card because it's a relatively iconic still from the movie. And these cards, these blue borders, they never grade well. Your pops are really low in 9s and 10s. So again, I just think it's a fun and kind of affordable way to maybe get outside of the sports landscape in your collecting. So I have some searches that I've saved, some particular cards that I'd be looking for, but also just looking for stuff that's just kind of fun and cool, and that I think will have kind of cross appeal to some different people, and just something fun else to collect, like I said, outside the sports realm. So anyway, 77 Star Wars, Han and Chewbacca. So your mail day recap. Again, refractors, Mike Trout, it's a lot of baseball. No autographs today. It's a little bit weird, but I'm sure later in the week we'll have some more. So anyway, hope you like these. If you do, please subscribe, tell your friends, hit like, leave comments. Would love to hear them. And otherwise, have a great day, and we will see you again very soon at Sign and Slab.